Now in this 10-minute no bullshit guide, we'll be teaching you how to acquire this lovely camo on all of your weapons in Modern Warfare in just under 48 hours in-game playing time. Now many of you guys have probably picked up this weapon either in Warzone or Modern Warfare multiplayer and probably thought, how do I even unlock this lovely camo on my weapons, or simply had thought it would take too long to unlock. But in this video we're going to be teaching you guys everything you need to know on how to unlock it within these 10 minutes. If you do go ahead and enjoy this video and or do want to see more content just like this, be sure to click the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of the screen and make sure you go ahead and drop a like while you're at it. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Now just before we do begin with this, one tip that I'd recommend every single person watching this to do is unlock every single attachment on every weapon you possibly can. And the reason I say this, as attachments are going to help you acquire this camo, and if you don't have them unlocked, it's simply going to set you back that extra time and may take you over 48 hours to unlock this, as you will have to complete unnecessary challenges. Now, one thing I'd like to say is go for the easiest categories first. Now, me personally, I like to go for the ones that are the shortest or will take the least time as possible. The first one I'd suggest going for is simply the riot shield. Straight after that, I'd like to go for the knife, so at least I know I can get platinum and be rewarded in some way for just simply unlocking that category straight away. Straight after that, I like to go for my SMGs, then launchers, then ARs. Now this is all personal preference, but like I did say, what I'd recommend doing is doing the smallest categories first, just so you can at least get rewarded with the platinum camo on your weapons, and so you don't feel so burnt out from grinding all of these. Now one thing I'd definitely recommend running when going ahead and doing the launchers is run personal UAVs, counter UAVs, cold-blooded and spotter. Now spotter's not crucial, but the rest of the perks are, and also the UAVs and score streaks are crucial to this as well, as you will need to take them out with the launchers to go ahead and get the completionist camo on this weapon. Now these launches can be done in just under a couple hours if of course you do go ahead and concentrate and don't stop whatsoever. So 2 hours and you will have the launchers done, and I have to say that's probably one of the time consuming things with getting this Damascus camo. Now with the ARs, we know that the ARs is the biggest category out of them all, and they will probably take the most long time. But what I'd recommend you guys doing, especially if you're going for the long shots with the assault rifles, is playing a hardcore mode or even jumping in ground war. But I definitely recommend playing hardcore, try and play a bigger mode, and then of course you can actually get the bigger maps in the game, shooting them from long distances and getting those long shots out of the way, done and dusted. And personally, I like to go for those challenges first. Now another thing I'd recommend is choosing good playlists. Now getting Damascus is really dependent on what playlists that are currently available in Modern Warfare multiplayer. Now of course, what I'd recommend doing straight away is seeing if there's Shipment or Shoot House or even something like Shoot the Ship that has all of the small maps combined into one mode. Now if you do see that and it is a weekend that has double weapon XP, double XP, definitely go ahead and hop in one of these modes straight away. Specifically Hardcore Shipment is one of the greater maps on this game that will help you get Damascus camo that little bit easier. Now don't worry if there's no special events on or no maps that are small enough that are 24/7 playlists. You guys can simply jump in and out of lobbies and you will be able to find the small maps yourself. It may take a little extra time, but will definitely be worth it, as you will be rewarded much quicker, and overall it will take less time to go ahead and get these headshots and different challenges on your weapons. Now I've personally found the easiest weapon categories go in this order: SMGs, pistols, LMGs and marksman rifles. I personally say that SMGs are the easiest, as there's not many of them and the challenges are very easy, such as close combat kills and stuff like that. It's just super simple, and SMGs of course do shred on hardcore multiplayer as well. That's why I do recommend going in a hardcore playlist instead of a core playlist, as you are most likely going to complete it that little bit faster. Now pistols on the other hand, these are super simple. You barely need to get any headshots and the challenges are just literally so easy, like using multiple attachments, getting a few kills and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend going for pistols, maybe SMGs, pistols, but of course like I did say, riot shield and knife is just as easy if you want the reward before of course doing the rest. Now another tip I'd like to point out here is save a good category for last, so that you feel rewarded and not drained by the end of this. So me personally, I actually saved the SMGs till last just because I knew how easy they would be. So what I did is just save the SMGs and I had some fun while unlocking Damascus camo, as it's so much easier doing this way and saving that for last. as when you unlock it you will feel rewarded for unlocking it, and of course you won't be drained out. Maybe you'd be on a launcher and the launcher could be keeping you behind the whole time. So like I did say, what I'd recommend is doing SMGs or something simple and short category that will allow you to get rewarded at the end of doing this. Now I'm sure many of you guys clicked on this video and you know that this is going to of course affect your KD, so just be prepared to take a hit on your kill death ratio. Once of course you've got Damascus Camo, don't worry, I'm sure you guys can get that KD back up, but your KD will plummet if you are going to go ahead and unlock Damascus Camo. Now one thing many people, or I haven't seen people mention at all in these guides, are you skill-based matchmaking? Simple as that. Skill-based matchmaking is in the game, and why not abuse it while you can? It's not going to be taken out of the game anytime soon, so of course you go in ahead and try and get arse off. You're going to be getting in sweaty lobbies. It's going to be a pain in the arse to simply unlock this camo, or even any camo for the matter of the fact. So what I definitely suggest you guys doing is have a fresh account, simply swap between the two, and when you swap you will be placed in the easier lobbies. Alternatively, if you are on PC or an Xbox and simply can't swap accounts, what I'd recommend you guys doing is having a friend, maybe a real life friend who has a slightly lower KD than you, or somebody who you can get in from the leaderboards or recent lobbies that has a worse KD, and simply invite them and let them host. This will of course allow you to get easier lobbies in the game. They will not be complete bots, but I promise you they will be easier than your regular games. Now if you are still struggling with getting in these lobbies, what I'd do is leave a comment down below and I'll invite some of you guys to my lobbies on my other account, and what I'll do is help you guys out to unlock this camo as well. Of course you guys can help each other down in the comment section below as well, that would be greatly appreciated. Now I know this is a Damascus Camo guide, but many people have brought to their attention the Obsidian Camo. Maybe it's easier to get Obsidian Camo and take the hit and not actually go for Damascus. Me personally, I wouldn't recommend going for Obsidian Camo. It takes far too long to get on every single weapon, and Damascus is much bigger reward at the end of it. Not only that, but now they have added in a Damascus calling card and emblem, which is very, very cool. So of course, once you unlock Damascus Camo, you are going to be getting this for free, and why not, while you're at it, you're going to be leveling up crazy fast as well through all the challenges that you are completing. Now for you guys who haven't actually paid for the game and thinking how is it even possible for me to unlock Damascus Camo when I'm only playing Warzone, well, it is very much possible. It will take you a hell of a lot of time, but don't worry, it's not impossible. It still is possible for you to unlock Damascus Camo by only playing Warzone, as I know many of other people have already completed it, but it will take you much longer than it would in multiplayer. But a great thing about Warzone, they do have plunder and modes like that which will help you level up your weapons, and not only that, allow you to unlock these challenges a lot easier. Especially when you're in the warm-up of Warzone, you actually can unlock camos in there, and there is a little glitch that you can actually be frozen inside of that warm-up lobby, and of course you can level up every single weapon by doing so, which is pretty cool. Now I wouldn't say you need to be a high skill level to unlock Damascus, but it will definitely be a challenge for most people, especially if you're not used to running and gunning on these weapons, or even sitting back and taking a step back from your usual playstyle and changing it up completely to unlock this camo. Now while there are glitches out there to unlock Damascus Camo for your weapons, it will not permanently stick on your account, and there is of course a chance of you getting banned. I don't encourage glitching in this game, so what I definitely recommend you guys doing is unlocking it legitly, take that extra time, and of course you will be 100% safe by doing so. Now one thing I didn't touch on is while going through the attacker and defender kills, definitely go into the hardpoint playlist, as this will help you out. And also if you are going for the joke or launcher, what you want to do is go into domination or even hardpoint and simply shoot it straight at the objective. You will get some easy kills by doing so. Long shots for the SMGs can be extremely tricky, as I did say, but don't worry, jumping in hardcore will combat this, as the damage drop off is a little bit iffy in the core mode. So I definitely recommend you guys jumping in hardcore specifically for the SMGs, as it's pretty much impossible to do in core playlist. Now one other thing that I'd like to mention is create 3 classes for that one weapon. So create one with all of the attachments on the weapon, create one with no attachments on the weapon, and change it up as well. There will be different challenges you can complete in one single game, so definitely go ahead and don't limit yourself to just one class of that weapon. Simply make a ton of classes, make 3 in my personal opinion, 1 so you can change it up with weapon attachments, 1 without weapon attachments, and 1 with your your regular class setup, just so if you do manage to complete them in that one game, you could simply just swap over your creator class and finish the other challenges as well. Now, as I did mention in the beginning of the video, it will be frustrating to go through the motions of using every single weapon in the game, but don't worry, just prepare yourself to go ahead and do this in the game. You're setting yourself a challenge, it's going to be a grind, but once you're committed to doing this, definitely don't give up, just grind it all the way through. It will definitely be worth it, as this camo is absolutely beautiful in this game. Now, one thing which I didn't touch on as well just before we do end the video here, launchers in this will be easier to go for in core modes, as many people are going to be getting their kill streaks and score streaks in core modes, as it's more of a kill heavy game mode, whereas hardcore is a little bit more relaxed and sit back, as of course you have no HUD or UAV up in the sky. So what I recommend you guys doing if you're struggling for the launcher takedowns, definitely just hop in a core mode. I personally like to hop in ground war, as I do find there's a ton of streaks in those modes as well. Now, hopefully this guide did help you out a little bit. Of course, if you guys are going ahead and unlocking this camo, let me know down in the comment section below. If you simply can't be bothered to do it, I'll be sure to help a few of you guys out down in the comment section below. I'll maybe hop in a few games with you and play a couple Warzone games with you. Just let me know down in the comment section below. And like I did say, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Let me know down in the comment section below what you'd like to see uploaded here next on the channel, as I am taking suggestions from you guys. I hope you have a great journey on your grind to Damascus Camo. And other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.